welcome to my live. It's Luann Piketty. You're in my kitchen. My pan is getting a little too hot here. Let me take it off the heat for a second. I am going to be making my little Mexican stuffed shells, and I'm doing it a little different. I'm not actually going to stuff them. I'm going to use the little ones instead and see if we can't make it a little quicker and easier. Let me put that back on there. So this is a pound of ground chuck. I like the ground chuck. That's also considered 80% lean hamburger. They don't call it that where you're at. Of course, you can use any kind of hamburger you want. I just always use that for everything. I always use hamburger. Let me take my little chopper here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure not open that. There we go. Turn it back on. I'm going to chop all this up. And then we're going to cook our hamburger, and then we're going to add a half a cup of onion. So you can get the jumbo shells. If you get the jumbo shells and stuff them, and I've done that way, oh well, I've made it probably 3 times, and it's really good. But it's also a little bit of work to stuff them, so I thought, what happens if I just use the little ones? Now the little shells, they actually call them large, but they're the small size. And you don't stuff these, I'm just going to mix them in. So these are the shells I'm actually using today. But I really think you can use any pasta that you want, really. Doing that, there we go. So let's put that in there, let that cook. We're going to put the lid on. Cook it a little faster. Then I'm also going to, chop me some onion right here. Half a cup of onion you want to put in there. I usually don't measure it, I just cut. Get that out of the way. Trying to get this burner doesn't want to heat up. This burner doesn't work that great anymore. Let me see my knife. I'm going to turn that off and actually put it on the stove burner. See if we can't get that to go well. Okay. And got our meat cooking. Peel off my onions in here. This is so good. So basically this is like a taco. It's like a taco casserole. Only without the actual taco shells, it just has the pasta. Now I've seen recipes for a walking taco casserole. I have to try that one time. It puts like tortilla chips in it. I haven't tried that one. But I know this one's really good. So, this is what we're having. This is like one of my mom's favorite things now. Dad really likes it too. And it's real easy. So you want your oven on 350, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Okay, so let's go ahead and chop some onion. And you can chop it however you like. I usually just slice into it and then slice into it sideways also. And then cut it in pieces. And you can, make it as big or small as you like. It's probably like half an onion. Slice through that far, so we'll just do this. Okay, we're just about to boil over there now. Good. here with the meat. Get my spoon here. Now it doesn't tell you to put salt and pepper in the meat, but I usually put a little. Now you are going to add some taco seasoning, which is salty. So don't overdo the salt. Just add a little salt. And then we'll add some pepper. Don't measure, I just put some in. You're going to cook this until the meat is done. And I still have to wait on my pasta. Whenever that boils, it takes 10 minutes to cook the pasta. I'm also going to add in a little red pepper, just cayenne pepper, if I can find that. I bought some of that not long ago. It seems to be hiding. A lot of paprika. Losing my dish towel here. Put my lid back on. Where are you? Cayenne pepper. Well, I don't know. Say, man, I guess I have 3 things of paprika in here. I need to start cooking something with paprika. You know what I do with paprika? I put it in chili. And it's a little too hot for chili, but that'll be coming. Let's see if I have any over here. Well, I have the red and black mix. Let's just do that. No, I bought some red pepper at one time, though. I don't know where it went. Oh. There we go. I'll probably find it now without looking for it. Let's close this up here. Woo! All right, come on, boil already. I'm telling you, that sure don't want to boil. I think I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna move this one over to here. Turn it on high. Put my pan over on this other one because we're doing good with the meat. You don't want to watch the pot boil. Well, you can't really see the meat. Let's see if I can fix that. There you go. Don't need that burner on. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. I think we're done, so I think we're going to drain our grease off. Drain that into a can over here. Made quite a bit of grease today. Some days it does and some days it doesn't. Just letting it drain. Okay. Put that back on there. I should have put that pan apparently on that one to begin with. Seems to be the best burner. Well, this meat's doing good over on this one now, though. Okay, so now, let's just turn it off for a minute. Sizzling. now it tells us that we've cooked and drained the meat. Add the taco and seasoning and stir. So you want a packet of taco seasoning. You can use whatever kind you want. This is original. You know, you can use mild, original, spicy, whatever you want. This one happens to be McCormick. Just a packet of seasoning. I usually get Old El Paso, I think it is, but they were out of that, so I got this one. Oh, we'll see how we like this one. Oh, look, we're boiling finally. Let me stir this seasoning around. Turned off over here. Now we finally are ready to put our shells in there. So this is 8 ounces of shells, and you're going to boil that for 10 minutes. Let me bring it back to a boil. Okay, so then after we put on our taco seasoning, we're going to mix in 4 ounces of cream cheese until it melts. And now for this recipe, I have actually, okay, there it's boiling. This recipe, let's do 10 minutes. I double the sauce that it says because I think it needs more. Yeah, I like it with a lot of sauce. And to me, with the amount of sauce they ask for, it's a little dry. And I do not like it dry. I like it not dry. So that's half the block of cream cheese. Let me turn the burner back on though. And we're going to put this block of cream, half a block of cream cheese, into our meat and get this to melt. And I didn't soften this, but I mean, you could leave it out and soften this and it would be a little faster, but it'd melt faster. But I didn't. I didn't do it. Okay, so let me stir this in here. The bottom. I'm going to break it up in little pieces, I think. Get it to melt a little faster. Turned it down a bit too. So what does it say to do after this? You're going to mix your enchilada sauce and your salsa in a bowl. Okay, so what I have here is 2 cans of red enchilada sauce. Now, I like it a little spicy, but I don't want to spice out my older parents. So I actually have 1 can of mild and 1 can of medium, so that way it's not. And then the salsa is medium, because the cream cheese will help with that. So this is going to kind of be between mild and medium. So you're going to mix it together in a bowl. So there's 1 can of enchilada sauce. Then another. Okay, that was the mild. Here's the medium. Okay. This mildium. Mildium. Okay. There we got that. And then we're going to do our salsa. And this is just, you can get any brand you want. This is just the generic Publix brand. And that's medium. And then here is my absolutely favorite kitchen tool. My little jar opener. Put it on, push the button. I don't have to hurt my hands trying to open this jar. Oh, it's undoing. Stop undoing. There it goes. And we have opened the jar. Isn't that the coolest thing you've ever seen? Got that on Amazon. Battery operated electronic jar opener. Oh yeah. Alright, stop over boiling over here. Turn it down one more little notch. Then we're going to put salsa in with this too. Now, for stuffing the shells, the recipe actually doesn't tell you to add the salsa in with the meat. But I like it mixed in with the meat a little bit, because otherwise the meat mixture is a little dry. I think it needs a little moisture in it, so I mix a little in. So I'm pouring, let's see. Alright, let me mix this together. Alright, quit. What you doing over here? Mix all this together. And then I'm going to put 1/4 of this, roughly, just going to guess, which is probably the amount of an enchilada can or something. I'm going to put 1/4 of this into the actual meat to make the meat saucier. Turn this back up. What time is it? 11:36. Okay. Still trying to get my makeup done here too. Alright, so this is pretty well melted. We're pretty well done here. We got 5 more minutes on the pasta. So we're doing pretty well. So what we're going to do, I can actually turn that off, I think. So here's our meat with the cream cheese and a little bit of the sauce. The enchilada sauce and salsa mixed in. Okay, so then let me read over here. So it's been a while since I've done it. Let me read over what we're going to do. We're going to pour some of the enchilada sauce into the bottom of the pan. And we're going to spread it around. That's if you're using the shells. I'll probably still do that. Then you're going to you're going to put, you're going to stuff this meat into the cooked shells. But all I'm going to do is mix the shells in it. It's going to be faster. Then you're going to put it in the pan. Then you're going to put the remaining enchilada sauce over the top. You're going to wrap it in aluminum foil and bake for 30 minutes at 350. Then you're going to remove the foil and you're going to top it with 1.5 cups or 1.25 cups of cheddar cheese and 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese. And bake it again for 15 minutes. So you're only going to bake it for 15 minutes with the actual cheese on it. So as soon as we're done, we got 4 minutes. Now I bought, so it says to use mozzarella cheese and cheddar cheese. I bought the Mexican cheese blend because it's already got all that in there. It's got Monterey Jack, Asadero, cheddar, quesadilla, and it doesn't have mozzarella, but it has Mexican cheese in there. So that's what I'm going to do. Thank you so much, Mary. How are you today? Making something yummy for lunch today? And we have 3 minutes till the pasta is done. And then I'm going to see if it's going to fit in this pan I want to fit it in. Let's see. But instead of stuffing them, I'm just going to mix it together with the little shells and see how that works. Okay, so here's my pan. Can you even see my pan over there? Probably not. Let's move the phone over there. Let us relocate. Oops, I'm spilling my water. Okay, here's where we are. Here's our... Okay, you stood up a minute ago, now it doesn't want to stand up. Last night I ordered a new tripod thing for in here, because this one is so flimsy. It was a free thing I got, and it don't work very well. It's just lame. There. Okay, so there's my pan. So while we're waiting, I'm going to pour a little bit of the sauce in here. Even though I'm not doing stuffed shells, I'm still just going to follow the procedure. But this is double the sauce, because I like lots of sauce. I don't like it dry. So we're going to spread it around in here. We have 2 minutes to go. Then we're going to drain our pasta and put it in there. Let me stir the pasta here for a minute. Yeah, we're doing good. So if you buy this pasta, it is called large pasta shells. And if you want to stuff them, you want the jumbo pasta shells. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I need to do. I don't think there is. It's going to be so fast that I don't have to stuff the shells. Repeat. Okay, let's see. Pour remaining sauce. You're going to put sauce on top. Set aside. I may have to put this on a pan. I don't know how full this is going to be. This is kind of a small pan. Because I was trying to take a pan that wasn't that heavy. But we're going to see how that works. So then what we're just having some frozen mixed vegetables with this. And my mother's making those. No drinking water. No drinking water and chicken broth today. Are you saying that that's what you're doing, or you're saying that that's not what we're having? 2 seconds. Okay. So let me drain my pasta. Okay. Then we're going to just mix this in with the meat. Oh, you can kind of see that. Okay, good. So I'm going to stir it in. So instead of stuffing, we're just mixing it together with these little ones. And I think it's going to taste the same. Like exactly the same. So it's maybe not as pretty or as, nifty looking as stuffing them. But sure is fast. Okay, so let's make sure I got all my burners off. And then we're just going to pour this in on top of the little bit of sauce we have there. Yep. It's like we're going to fit. Let me get all of this out of here. I want all this sauce. So we don't put the cheese on it till the last 15 minutes. So we will be in the oven for 30 minutes. Oh, this is going to be good. And you don't have to even cut it, because those big pasta shells, you got to cut that in pieces. And with Dad at the nursing home, this is going to be great. We don't have to cut it. It's already bite-sized. That's some of the things you got to think about. If you're taking food to somebody in the nursing home, you might need bite-size. Okay. Either that or you just got to cut it. So we're going to pour the rest of the sauce on top. I guess I need my little scraper back. Let me get that back. There we go. Then you're going to cover this with foil. Bake it for half an hour. Top it with cheese and 15 more minutes at 350. There you go. Instant yummy casserole. And I think I am going to put this on a pan in the oven. I used this for something else. I already have foil. This was for taking cupcakes to work. And I never took the foil over here. Okay, so let's put that pan, and it sloshes. It won't even be messy. Okay, here we have some foil. Cover the top with foil. Let's put a little vent in the foil. into the oven 30 minutes, and then we'll go do our makeup. Yay. Okay. And I'll just run out here and put the cheese on, and when I'm ready. So there you go. Oh, it's what you're having. You have no drinking water, and you're having chicken broth. Oh my! So you're drinking chicken broth. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, at least you have something to drink. But that must be so exciting. Drinking chicken broth. Oh dear. Got some protein. Let me clean up here a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to end this video and start another one for makeup. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.